Oh, we on? We on? Hey, this is Jimmy D from Heavy Zen, and it's lunchtime, and I want a pizza. But as you know, well, I practice a low-carb lifestyle, and that tells me that I really can't use pasta and bread and all those type of things that go on there. And as I mentioned this morning, I also am in an egg fast. And what an egg fast is where you consume some protein from eggs and a lot of fat to just kind of mix up your body and get it going. And it's usually used for when you're stalling, when you're going through that stage where I just can't lose any weight, can't get any further. It just kind of mixes up your body and pushes it that way. So that's what I'm going to do. Now remember, this is one of my first broadcasts, and so what I want you to do is make sure you click like, give me some love on this. Just want to start getting some more feedback, and if you have any questions, make sure you post them up there, and I'll be more than happy to answer them. So what we're going to do is we're going to make some pizza, but again, it's going to be for the egg fast. So I'm going to use eggs, of course, so let's crack some eggs. Let's get them in there, and I'm going to put them in my bullet. I'm going to get them all whizzed up. So the first thing is eggs. I got 3 eggs. 3 eggs right here for my crust, and then I'm going to add some Parmesan cheese. That gives it some texture, and I'm going to add a good helping of Parmesan cheese for this, so I can get it crunchy. And then we're going to add some butter. Now it's supposed to be like 1 teaspoon of butter for each egg. So I'm going to add a good helping of butter for this. See how that comes out. And then I'm also going to add some coconut oil, because that's going to give it the catalyst it needs to really start burning some fat. It's also going to make it a little bit heavier when I create it. So now I'm going to put it in my magic bullet. Make sure when you do that is to really get it mixed, because you want to get some air into it so it rises up. So here we got it in my bullet, going around, getting ready to go, getting some air into it, getting it all puffed up. And once you do that, you're going to throw it in your bowl. We're going to cook it in the microwave just to get that crust going. Now, I had my wife actually pointed this out the other day. This bowl not only is microwave safe, but it's perfect because it has a lip here to give me that crust feel. So what I'm going to do, you know what, I think I'm going to spin it one more time. But I want to get the cheese all ground up and ready to go. So I spin it up here, and I pour it into the bowl. It's got the butter all turned up, and I spread it out, and there we go. As you can see, it's feeling pretty good there. So I'm going to put it in the microwave, and I'm going to cook it up. So let's get it going here. I'm going to start it out for 2 minutes. Now what I've been doing is I've been cooking it for multiple minute sequences. 2 minutes here, 2 minutes there, because I don't want to get it too puffed up and folding. You know, so again, this is one of my first Periscopes broadcasts. So when people start catching on, you know, I just want you to click some love on there. I want you to also give me some questions, because I'm going to use that to create more broadcasts that are coming on there. And again, this Periscope thing, it's all new. It's exciting. There's some things going on there. Some people say, hey, why are you doing that? Why are you going that? Well, because, you know, I've done well. I mean, I went from 306 pounds down to, you know, around that 240, 45 mark. I actually had a low of 225, but kind of bounced up a little bit past that. And so the low carb lifestyle really worked for me. Now, it might not work for everybody. You know, people have mixed results. People don't like the concept of not having pasta and those type of things. And there are different body types. There's no doubt about that. I mean, there's people that are skinny, and they, even though they have a better metabolism, maybe they don't work out as much, and they eat all these things, and it doesn't affect them. Well, in my body type, it does affect, and I see that in a lot in our low carb community. So that being said, low carb really worked for me. Low carb really changed my life and the way I started seeing things. So I wanted to let you guys know about it. I wanted to start talking about some of the unique things that I do. Plus, I also like food chemistry. I also, you know, like creating things and getting unique things that we normally wouldn't do to look like or taste like or be like some of the things that we've grown to love and you know, consume. So again, I want to, you know, let you guys know that if you have any questions or anything's going on, let me in on that, and we'll do that. Now, again, we're going to talk a little bit about Periscope. There's a couple of interesting things going on here. If you're with Periscope, you're going to do live broadcasts. You're also able to save these recordings. It allows you to do a couple things. First off, saving that recording will you can broadcast it to people that weren't able to tune in and see what was going on there. And then also we're able to start going in and add it to your blogs, add it to your feed, so you can start getting that information. Let's see how this is coming out here. So it's starting, you can see it's starting to gel. In the middle there, it's still kind of puffy. So I'm going to put it back in. I'm going to put it for another 2 minutes. Real buttery there. Put it in for another 2 minutes. And there we go. Start getting it hard and get it going. So one other thing that I'm going to talk about is, we've got purists that are in the egg fast, and don't get me wrong, they are spot on. If you follow it, or you're only eating eggs, cheese, and the butter, or the high fat content, it really does work. But there's a gray area, because in the documents it says that you can use condiments at your discretion. It also talks about diet sodas, things which I don't consume. But condiments, well, that kind of leaves a gray area. And what I do is, I use for a pizza sauce, I use a ketchup-based sauce just for this. I mean, when I get out of this, I'll have a far better pizza sauce. It's still low carb, but it's a condiment. And so I just spread a little bit on there just to give that kind of pizza flavor. If it doesn't work for you, or you're against it, don't do it. But it really makes a difference for me. And there's a couple other things that I've done. I mean, I've sit there and cooked it in the microwave first, and then added it to the oven to try to get it more crisp. I cooked it the other day on the grill down by the pool, and that made a big difference. I'm going to create some videos based on that also. But again, what you're going to use for the sauce just depends on how your body's burning fuel and how it's going in there. If you're not in ketosis, and we'll talk about ketosis here in a little bit, if you're not in ketosis, this might kick you out of it. But if you are in ketosis, kind of keep an idea of where you're at and what's going on. Something really important to pay attention. We've got this coming in 31 seconds, so it's starting to gel, starting to get puffed up in there. Might have to let it go one more time through this information. So again, I want to acknowledge all my viewers, people that have been watching me. Thank you very much. Make sure you click that like and that love that's going on there. And, I'm going to ask you, I want you to do some loves. I want you to do some shares. I want you to get this going and let me know if there's anything else that you guys want to talk about to start seeing. So we're getting that here, 5, 4, 3, and 2, and 1. So we're starting to get, as you can see, more consistent pizza-like crust. So I'm going to push this in here for another 2 minutes. There we go. So I really want to get it, hard. And then what I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to put on a little bit of this sauce, just to give it that pizza-like flavor. And then I'm going to be adding the mozzarella. Now that's cool. That's going to give it some more cheese, some more fat, some more information. It's going to be able to, more information. It's going to give you more cheese, more flavor on there. That's what I was trying to shoot for, more flavor on what you're trying to do. And of course, going to add some pepper. So push down there. And let me know, guys, what are some of the things that you've been using, whether it's on low carb or on the egg fast? Have you tried the egg fast? Has it been successful for you? I read a lot. I get on groups on Facebook and then on the internet itself that people, a lot of people utilize it. It works for them, and then there's some people that it doesn't work for, and that's kind of sad. But they can find other things that go into that information. Another big issue with the egg fast is transition. So before this this segment in the egg fast for me, I had tried it as an experiment, but then had to go on vacation for business. Vacation for business, well, kind of both. And I really kind of lost the fat or the weight that I lost, and so I started back when I got back from my trip, and I really have seen, like, I'm up to 7 pounds now. I'm really trying to get that 8 pounds, 9 pounds out of this. The problem is then transition comes in, and you've got to really start transitioning your body slowly back into your normal low carb diet routine. So you're going to initially have maybe eggs or some mixture of eggs for breakfast, and then lunch maybe a mixture also, and then maybe more of a protein-based meal like chicken wings or something at dinner time. That allows you to slowly get back, so because it's gonna fluctuate a little bit, But if you do it that way, it looks like that's going to really help you keep the gains that you've done on your weight loss. So we're coming in here, we're starting to get to the 14, starting to build on a strong pizza crust that's egg and cheese based through this information. 5, 4, okay, we're almost there. 3, 2, 1, nice. Now it's starting to get solid. So what I'm going to do at this point, because we're going to run it through another time, but I'm going to start and I'm going to add this sauce. It's just a little bit of it to give it that pizza crust flavor, or that pizza flavor. And as this starts cooling down, it becomes harder, more like a crust-like material. And so I'm adding the sauce in there, not a lot. Remember, it goes into the whole idea of condiments and stuff. And I kind of got a backlash from the groups that I follow because I did it this way. But you know, it's like to each your own. If it's working for you, go with it. I mean, not saying you can throw sugar on here because that's just totally no in the diet. But if you want to add a little bit of sauce just to get that flavor. I tried it with garlic and butter at some point to make it like breadsticks, whatever it takes. Well, that if it works for you and you're losing weight, do it. You know. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sit there and put this in for another half minute. Just start getting in there. Get that kind of worked in, and then I'm going to add the mozzarella cheese because that doesn't take that long to cook. And there we go. This is going to be the size of those pizzas that you get in a box. Those are really good ones, those dollar ones or whatever. So you can eat a lot of those, and you get really fat on those. Because I did. I know for a fact that was something that was a problem because it was easy to to grab. Well, this is the same type of pizza. Now, I'm actually working on a project to see if I can freeze these. Matter of fact, I'm going to get one of those boxes, and I'm going to see if I can freeze it like the same way you would do for when you buy those cheap ones from the store. That's something that's good. Now, I'm going to put the cheese on it. Got some cheese going on here. I'm loving the cheese. And it's going to give it that pizza-like flavor. And with that, I'm just going to put it back in the microwave for a little bit of time. Now, get the cheese melted. And one of the things that I find excited about this is, like, for the longest time, I didn't eat pizza at all because of, again, my low-carb lifestyle. You know, it just wasn't worth it to me. I'm trying to reach this goal. Once in a while, we'd have a slice, whatever. But in general, I just didn't eat pizza. When I started doing this, I'm going, wow, it's pizza. And I like it. So my mind's been really going crazy of like the things that I can do. I can sit there and make anchovy pizza. I can make sausage and onion pizza. I can do everything that fits in that low-carb lifestyle, but still avoid the bread, the flour, all that type of stuff that kind of messes with my system. That really excited me. So, I'm looking for maybe getting a pizza stone and having a lot of fun with the grill. And like I said, I'm working on a video series, a 3-part video series that'll talk about how I cook this, how I can create one for, like a test kitchen video where I create one for the freezer and I come out and I can cook it that way and see how that comes out, and then create one for the oven, like traditional pizza where I'd have a pizza stone. I got one of those that I ordered on eBay. That's going to come in there. We're going to kick it on the pizza stone, and then also again doing one on the grill, which I've already tried and it's awesome that way. It comes out with awesome flavor. All right, so I've got this coming out here. I'm going to do a little bit more on that to get that cheese nice and melted. And then I'm going to get my handy dandy pizza cutter. Never thought I would use this. We bought it and I'm going, I'm not going to be using it. We don't eat pizza. It's not part of our diet. When I was excited to go, I can use this. I can sit there and go. Now remember guys, thank you for watching. Make sure you click some love on there. Click some likes going on. Do me a favor. Share this with people that you know. Let them know that, hey, this Jimmy D guy, he's talking about his lunch, things that have been successful for him, and he likes to pass it on. So look at this. I got a pizza. It's the same as one of those that you get, one of those excuse me, one of those dollar frozen pieces that you're getting on it. It's about the same that's going on there. So what I'm going to do is cut it up like that, just like a regular pizza. And there we go. I've got my quick and easy lunch ready to go. So this is Jimmy D from Heavy Zen. Do me a favor. Make sure, again, like I've asked, click some likes, share it with your friends, give me some love. I'm going to be doing some more broadcasts like this. I'll be sharing this video so you can see it at a later time. So remember, it's low carb lifestyle. Got some pizza going on there and enjoying an egg fast. Once again, Jimmy D, thank you.